Okay, in this video I'm just going to show you guys real quick how to get a layered view using the Silhouette program. I just typed out my name and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to right click and it brings up this little window. Then I'm going to go down to offset, and when I do that the window comes up to the side. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to just look at the outside of the lettering, and I'm going to make it a little smaller because I want to use 3 layers on this. So I just hit the down arrow until I just have a little bit of an outline the way that I want it, and then I hit apply. Then I go over here and I move off the top layer and I'm going to group these together. So I'm going to select it all, right click, hit group, and then that makes them one piece. And then I'm coming over to the one that looks like a little paint palette, and I'm just going to select a color just so I can see the differences. So I'm going to go with a dark gray. And then if I put this back up on top, you can see that it gives like a little layered. Let me zoom in so you can see. It's offset a little. So I'm going to zoom back out and I'm going to remove my top layer again, and I'm going to offset this one because I want 3 layers. So now that I have it selected, I'm going to right click, go down to offset again. The same window pops up. I'm just going to hit the down arrow over here because I don't want the back layer to be so big, but I still want it to be there. Okay, then I'm going to hit apply. Then I'm going to remove my gray layer. I'm going to select everything and group it together. And I'm going to color it red. Okay, so I have all 3 of my layers here, so I'm just going to try to stack them back up. Okay, I'm gonna put the top layer on. That looks pretty good. I'm going to select all. Then I'm going to go to Object, Align, Center, and that'll just make sure that it's all in line. Before I go to cut it, I come over to the little panel right here of drawing tools, and I select a little square one, and I just make a couple little boxes depending on how big my design is, and I put them, and I also make sure that they're a different color than any of the colors that I'm using in my design. So as you can see here, I have this green color, red, gray, and I also have blue. Once I go over to the send panel for cutting, I can come here and I can select which ones I want. Every time I go to cut, I always make sure that the green, I'm just going to uncheck them so I can show you. So they're all unchecked right now, as you can see. If I want to cut the red first, I'll select the red, and then I'm going to, it's not that green. Not that green, let's see. Okay, this way every time it will cut out the green layer. So say I just cut the red one and now I want to cut the blue. I'm going to unselect the red, select the blue. You'll see the blues highlighted. I leave the green because the green tabs will help me line it up when layering like I did in the previous video. And then I'll cut that. Just make sure you cut the squares every time. When you go to layer, you want to start with your top layer first. So when I want to put this on an item, I will get my transfer tape. I will pick up my blue letters first, my blue and my green. Once I get that onto my transfer tape, I will move that over onto the gray layer, lining up the green boxes at the top so you can't see the box underneath. And once I get that on, then I will move it over to my last layer, which is red. I'll align the boxes at the top, and then that way all 3 will be on there. They'll be stacked, just layered perfectly like it is here on the screen. If you have any questions, just let me know.